Alright, hello guys, my name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And we're continuing the RWBY reaction journey through Volume 6. This is Chapter 11, called The Lady in the Shoe.
Oh.
What?
Whoa, dude.
Okay.
Whoa, dude.
Okay, go.
Alright, so last episode, we got to see Miss Weiss sneaking onto a ship with somebody in a bag. Who was it in the bag? It was that's right, the old lady, right?
Maria, yeah. Maria Calavera.
The Maria, aka the Grim Reaper. She so they sneak on there, they get out of there, and the plan was to cut the signal out, or no, fly out far enough to where the signal cuts off, and then they were going to take the ship back, and then the other people, the other part of the group was going to cut the tower off. Well, Blake was going to do it, and in the process she gets cut off somehow. We don't know how. And then we're like, what's happening? And then they fly back, and Atlas realize, or not Atlas, but what's the Cordovan realizes that they're coming back, and she realizes really what's happening, and she goes, oh, I'm gonna make y'all pay, blah, blah, blah. And then the old lady's like, you thought it was. And then
these nuts?
Yeah, these literally chewing nuts. Like, you hear that? It's me eating these nuts. But so we get that, and then we see this like thing start opening up, and it's actually Cordovan and a robot, like, oh, I'm gonna call, get them, as she starts running out. And then it cuts to Blake, and what's happening, why Blake never cut the tower out, ends up being Adam intervened. Adam's like, huh, I've been waiting for you to be alone this whole time. Ha! And it's like, well, you've been following me. Oh! And then they fight a little bit, they fall off the tower, boom, episode ended.
Yeah.
And by the way, Yang's on the way, because she's like, I'm on my way to go check on Blake. Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe she loses her second arm. I don't know. No, that's what happens, but here, hold on. He's like, Blake, hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh,
Blake.
yeah.
And then he's like, come here. Okay, let's go. It's so foul. Hey, Ironwood, hey, can you make me another arm?
Just get that foot, man. Bring the foot. I'd rather the foot. Okay?
You know, hey Adam, can you just cut me off all my limbs so I can just replace some of my robotic parts, please?
I just want to become a cyborg.
Can you do like half my face somehow, but not kill me? Wait, what? Yeah, just somehow like do one of these numbers, but don't clip the brain. Just clip the skull, and then yeah, do that good stuff. Okay.
You know what? Just put the brain in a cyborg, in a robot. You know, like,
yeah. Do you know what? Forget this cutting stuff. You know, can you just take my brain out for me, but make sure you put it on ice, and then we'll transfer it to a cyborg? Like, wait, what? I'm confused.
You know what? Just fight a cyborg. Just fight a robot. Don't even bring me. Just fight a robot.
Low-key, she's chickening out, but she's just through a whole process of chickening out. Like, your kids are chickened out.
Oh, look, it's Cinder.
I totally knew it was Cinder.
I mean, that's a shadow figure.
Dude, I totally knew it was Cinder too. Like, I didn't totally know, but I was like, that's definitely Cinder's weapon in her hand from the get-go. And that's before I didn't notice the wrap until after we figured out it was Cinder.
What?
Dude, I was trying to watch a show, Ben. Don't pause it. God, dude. Jeez. Dude, that thing was big.
We've fought giant monsters before. This is just a tiny old lady. With one very big robot.
Little spider roaches thought you could creep your way into Atlas.
Well, let's see how your resolve holds out against the might of the Elysian military.
When she loads the chamber, Ruby, just shoot it.
Just snipe the rocket.
Yeah, I know.
Die!
Nice. Dude, summon the giant hornet, and then summon the giant knight, and you'll be fine. Make her fight those.
That was close.
We need to figure out how to stop Cordovan and protect the airship until we do.
Then let's give her more targets to focus on.
You mean us, don't you?
Look at that thing. It's not designed for small enemies. It's probably meant for giant Grimm that come in from deeper waters.
True.
We can turn our size into an advantage. We just have to be smart.
Maria, can you keep the ship out of harm's way?
Well, they can take my driver's license, but I won't let them take this ship.
Very reassuring.
I'll be more useful if I go with her. Up high, I can try to spot a weakness.
He's not the only one who can grab a bird's eye view.
You said you needed me on the ground?
Facts.
Oh,
Not exactly.
I'm a bird. I'm a bird. Bird. You see a crow fly? I saw the crow. It was right next to Ruby. Yep. Ow! Quicksilver! Oh, he's wearing armor. Dang it. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Dude, she's literally running all... Oh my gosh.
Hey.
And you said it wasn't beach season.
That's right, he did.
We beach season if you want, just, you know.
Surely you knew Atlas was the father of hard life dust. Or do lesser kingdoms simply lack proper education?
Oh.
Gordo just activated shields. I saw that. We need to find whatever's generating it.
You know, in video games, the weak spot's usually on the back of the giant boss. Ruby, this isn't a game. I'm just trying to...
It's true though.
Yeah.
Usually on the back of the giant boss.
What was that?
Until the shield's down, we're gonna have to get up close and personal with this thing.
And catching a crow with your big old hand.
Waste and I are on it. Hold on.
Why are you tripping, bro?
Wait, that's it. When she... Ruby, move!
Psych.
Boy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that scream though. Good lord, it's a blood curdling scream.
The fact that the entire city just felt that,
Yeah. Big robot, my guy.
they're probably like, what? What's happening? Okay, Nora. To whack that thing with a hammer.
It's just like, okay, I'm good.
What if I hadn't caught you? I knew you would.
True.
Gotcha. What'd you find?
It's pretty cool duo. Red and Crow.
Shield generator.
It straight up says it.
I mean, to be fair, Grim aren't looking for that, so.
Yeah.
You get back here with my man. Jump on.
I was bringing up something random, but I'll wait till afterwards. I said something random to bring up.
Had enough of you, ingrate.
He just aura amped her at that last moment.
I've seen it.
you think you know better than those rightfully in charge.
We gotta do something.
I just straight up kill Ruby.
Just catch a missile.
Maybe.
Calavera.
Ooh, she threw it back.
And then there's these guys. Did you forget about them?
She probably has Blake's up to par with him right now. With swordsmanship.
Well, think about it. She knows him very well.
Yeah,
like she knows his fighting style.
So like even if he was stronger than her, she still can predict his moves and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, she cut his jacket, or he cut her jacket. This is when the epic music needs to kick in. Oh, I thought she just ate a shot to the face like Superman. I was like, oh, okay.
I wouldn't have to be doing this if you just behaved.
I thought he cut her head off. I was like, oh my god.
Well, you're selfish.
Uh-oh.
You're a coward.
Come on, Yang, where you be at?
Delusional.
Oof. He mad. We're not so even after all. The first time we see his eyes.
People hurt me long before we met. All sorts of people in all sorts of ways. But no one hurt me quite like you. You didn't
Ooh.
leave scars.
SOS.
You just left me
SDC.
alone.
Schnee Dust Company.
So, tell me, Blake, how does it feel to be alone?
That's DC. I was gonna say something bad, but that's fine. It's definitely a shadow. I was gonna say.
I'm not alone.
Oh! It's revenge time! It's revenge time! She just like punches his head clear off.
You.
Yang! It's okay. Catch your breath for a second. I could hold him off.
She's right, Blake. It's okay. We have unfinished business.
Okay, that was dirty. That was dirty. Why is it like in every show ever, the good guys always get tired, but the bad guys are always like 100% ready to go? Well, I guess it's because 9 times out of 10, the bad guys always like has a higher power level, usually. Yo, Adam's a problem.
He's a god.
Dude, he didn't pull it out at all against Blake.
Sends it back when he's ready. He gets to dish out damage without having to feel it? That's just cheap.
Oh, he can't feel the pain?
It's pretty much him and Blake or Yang have like very similar symbols.
Oh, okay. He can retract what he's given to him, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can stack it.
Yeah. Cute. Oof. I'm good, bro.
Leave us alone. This is your last chance.
Adam's like, let me not cut your heads off, I guess.
Do you really believe that? Or are you just trying to scare me away so you won't have to die trying to protect her?
She's not protecting me, Adam. And I'm not protecting her. We're protecting each other.
Hey,
Bars.
he got that stuck his cock tattoo on his face.
Oh my gosh, so dumb, dude.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't help it.
So terrible.
I'd be Blake on the ground. Oh, she ripped that off. I'm like,
She's probably seen it.
yeah. Oh, I know
She didn't
she's
look
seen
like
it.
she was surprised.
Yeah, she's seen it for sure. You could tell. But I'm saying if that was me for the first time seeing it, I'd be like,
So now what do you think of Adam's character?
I mean, just because you lost an eye doesn't mean you have to be a douchebag. I mean, but I can see where his anger lies. I mean, I understand.
Honestly, I can see. I could almost agree with it.
Really?
With his entire character.
Really?
Yeah. I could almost because he is a faunus,
Yeah.
right? He's seen very much hatred toward his entire race for just existing.
That's true. Okay, I
for just
wasn't thinking of it
existing,
like that.
right?
I mean, you could empathize with him. It doesn't mean he's still right.
And
but I
he was
understand.
in Mantle
Yeah.
when in the Adam short.
Yeah, that's true.
He was
that's
in
true.
Mantle, which is
That's
like
true.
the strongest force in the world.
Yeah.
And he said it's time like we reserve all this like we need to take it back, all this other stuff. And on top of that, he was branded.
Yeah. Well, that's what that was. It is branding, obviously. Wow.
Like he had
branded his
he had blue eyes, and that eye was completely bloodshot.
Yeah.
Right.
They branded his face.
That's probably why he covered it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why he invented the whole masks thing,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, obviously, I don't think that is the good thing to do,
But you
right?
can see where it's from.
But I could totally, like, a lot of people hate his character, and I'm like,
you gotta understand where he's coming
this
from.
man,
But
like,
it's funny because now that you say that you can empathize, and I guess empathize, you can understand where he's coming from. It's like did you ever see the newest Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix? Okay, so the movie is pretty much just a buildup of how he became Joker, and you almost don't even feel bad for all the people he kills at the end because you're kind of like, well, now I see why he's the way he is. Because he was so he had like a disability of like his laughter was actually a disability he had. And he was made fun of it, never could get a job. People spit on him, beat him up, whole fiasco. And then one day he just became the Joker. He snapped, and then you're almost like, well, I almost don't even feel bad for those people. I mean, they created him. They made him the monster he is. So I guess
like literally that snapping point was when Giro was trying to correct him, and then Sienna Khan was like, "No, I think it's good."
Yeah.
You know,
so I mean,
he was blooming into a flower, but a cursed one. So
yeah, that's true. He so you can almost see where he comes from. Yeah,
and then the only person like he had
was himself.
Was Blake?
Oh, it was Blake? Yeah.
Because he said people hurt me in many different ways and all sorts of different ways, but no one hurt me quite like you did. Yeah, right? It's like you hurt me on a whole different level.
You know, wow. So we pretty much get this whole big boss fight right here at the robot. They find the weakness,
which is kind of obvious because it is a giant robot.
But as soon as they broke it down, though, they still haven't finished her yet, and she just shot down Maria. So we'll have to see what happens there.
I mean, you saw the whole fight. Yeah. See, they go there. See, they find. Oh, this part's pretty funny.
We'll go there. She waves at her.
No, it's just what Nora says.
Oh. My man.
Just like, get back here, my man.
Yeah.
Obviously talking about Crow.
Yeah, of course. Look at that man. That's a man.
It's a terrible picture.
I know, it's awful. That's like the most unmanly I've seen Crow. Like that was the unmanly.
But that was when Ruby was falling.
Yeah,
so he was like,
it was more so because it was a niece falling.
But then we get Adam just being a savage, dude.
He was straight up holding back with Blake. When Yang came, he said, "Nah, you better get full potential."
He just ate a bike. So he fell off, right? A very tall building.
Yeah.
Right. He's been fighting with Blake.
Yeah.
He just now gets hit with that's a beefy motorcycle. That's not like a regular. That's a beefy motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a beefy rocket bike. Yeah.
And then he continues to fight. We do learn his semblance. So his semblance is the ability, which we've seen. We've seen in the black trailer when the thing shoots giant laser and he pulls his sword up.
Yeah.
So Yang, when the lower her aura gets, the stronger she gets.
Yeah.
Right. So, but with him, he uses his sword, which I don't think it's necessarily that sword. I think it's just like if he used whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Like if he picked up like a rock or something, he could technically absorb it and then somehow I don't know.
I forget what that name of that mutant is, but he's pretty much got the objects he used has the same power as like one mutant. I forget what mutant it was. It was an X-Men. He it was one of the bad guys. Like they shot a rocket launcher at him, like, and it hit him, and then you just see him like doing like this like his body starts shaking, and you just see the explosion just like warp into side of him, and then he literally walks up to a person and he just touches them with his power. He can, because once it's absorbed, he can use it whenever he wants. He walked up to the soldier that shot him and goes, here's your exploder, here's your rocket back, and he touches them, and the dude literally just bursts into flames and then just dies. And I was like, ugh. But yeah, so he can absorb what's given to him pretty much into that sword, and then he just.
It was in this.
So he never really used it against Blake. He was more so just using his swordsmanship against Blake.
So that part right there.
Yeah. So
when he goes for like this thrust.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna play back at like 50. Like right here. He's out. So he goes for a thrust.
Yeah. She holstered
his sword, bro. Look how nasty that was.
So she was making sure he didn't contact anything with the sword almost.
Yeah, she was dodging him the entire time. Look at that. Didn't even touch.
And then she
literally just holstered it. Wow. How incredible that is.
That's pretty savage.
But like I said, when you know, like, why would you power him up?
Yeah.
Right? So she, if you look back at the fight, she never like
interacted.
I mean, well, there were a couple times, right? A couple
times
like shots
where their swords were clinging against each other.
Yeah, and I think she did shoot her gun once or twice.
Yeah.
But he broke her weapon. He snapped it in half.
Yeah.
Right? And then
reveals the face.
Straight rocket bike. Then we get to see him fight, which is just super cool. So a couple different power points here. So that's probably one of my favorite ones. This is out of two, but semblances evolve, and I think with his has evolved several times. But so there he launched it, right? He used it.
Yeah.
So now he's doing these like slashes, but none of them are powered. Right here.
I just saw it. Yeah. You see the sword lighting up when he does it.
This is probably one of my favorite moves in all animes. Like whenever they do this like run around kind of thing. So then he unleashes it. I don't know if it's all of it. I don't know if
It's hard to really tell if he's using all of it or if he's just using parts and bits of it.
He gets to dish out damage without having to feel it. That's just cheap.
So now she's dodging. She's trying to avoid hitting his sword.
Yeah. So she was making the comment because she's like noticing that it's similar to her, but she has to actually feel it to get it. Because she has, like you said, her aura has to be lowered to be activated.
Yeah, so here that one punch he absorbed, and he's just gonna unleash it back. But I also don't know how much he can store. I don't know if it's literally just like one slice and everything he stored goes away, or if he can like dish it out. And I don't know how long it can stabilize because
he doesn't like the way Blake looks at Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's weird. Like he doesn't like that she likes people. That's weird.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
he literally, like that whole scene right here, he saw, right here, he sees how they looked at each other and he's like, nah, you thought it was. Oof.
Because in his eyes, she replaced him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So you have a little scar here, right? Because there was only one punch. I mean, it was still able to do pretty good damage, but then these two are like, we're protecting each other. So
we're homies, my guy.
So, but yes, I mean that was the start of the Adam fight. Can you see the remnants of Monty?
Yeah, I can see it a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's not all him.
Yeah, not all him, but the very detailed weaponry and stuff like that. Like a holster and thing, that thing is sweet.
That thing was nasty, bro.
But that's the type of stuff that was implemented in the early fights, like those super like details and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, I see it. It's cool. It's cool.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Go ahead and do all the algorithm stuff, liking, commenting, subscribing, join the RWBY Reactors Discord. It's all free, and we will see you all in the next one.
Deuces.